Easy bricks, knocks, finest.
Yeah, yo, we live, yeah, those finest, yeah, we live,
Welcome to the Seventh Letter Podcast. He is I, and I am him, the letter G. Glad to be here with you because you took your time out to be here with me. I know I'm like sporadic as ever with my my podcast venture lately, but I always promised at least once a week. So hopefully, I'm proud to say, man, the grades for my final week of my MSN, my nursing master's degree, is coming in right now, and everything is looking good. By this time next week, I will be completed my nursing administration master's degree, and I am like mad happy. And whenever I like accomplish something, I start to think back on the days when I didn't feel like this type of stuff was possible. Maybe I did, but I just didn't. I didn't know how. You know what I mean? I didn't see myself in that way. I was immature, insecure. I didn't really have an idea how to accomplish these things. I just knew, all right, I got to go to school. I like this. Let's try it. You know what I mean? But no real path onto obtaining these certain goals. You know what I mean? And I guess once I started working in the hospital, I got a clearer vision on what was possible. And it's incredible, man. The journey wasn't as strenuous as like my actual first nursing degree, but it was to accomplish something. It's always like it's like it just kind of humbles you. It makes you think about the days when you didn't. I remember, I want to tell a story about when I got my nursing degree, and it all kind of culminates like the ride, the journey. So when I got before I got my nursing degree, I was just a regular street guy. Like, I was probably a fuck up. My mother used to pray for me every night. I lived a very, very dangerous lifestyle. Very, very, just so I wasn't the best person 10 years ago. Let's say it like that. Yeah, we'll say 10 years ago. I wasn't the best person. I wasn't at my full potential. They're playing very, very below my possibilities, what I was capable of. And like, my friends laughed at me. They laughed. I would go as far as to say they kicked me when I was down. I was their leader. I was the talent of the group, but they kicked me. You know what I mean? And they might have kicked me because I still was I wasn't humble. And I was fucking up and wasn't humble. So I was easy to laugh at, I guess. You know what I mean? I had friends tell me, you know what I mean, I guess in a crowd, because they don't know how to tell somebody like, yo, you fucking up. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times men don't really want to deal with the blowback from giving their opinion of the way they live their life, of the way your friends may be living their lives. So they don't really want to hear that from them, and they know that. So all they really know to do is, all right, nigga, you out there, all right, I told you so, and shit like that. So it made it kind of like, I don't know. I guess I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on them, but I remember that shit. I remember them niggas laughing at me. I remember them taking pictures of me when I was drunk and laughing. I remember them like knowing I was gonna fuck up. Not like, yo, don't fuck this up. Like knowing. I remember that shit. I ain't forget it. You know what I'm saying? So when I got my nursing degree, I was talking to one of my friends, my brothers, who was like a brother to me. You know what I mean? Our parents are best friends. You know what I'm saying? And he a fuck up too. And he was saying like, and I was like, yo, them niggas laughed at me. Yo, I'm gonna tear their ass up. Truck word is born, it's over now. Remember Tupac? Remember Bomb first? Yo, man, now I got my money right now. I want war. Like, that's why that was my mind state. Like, I wanted to tear shit up. I wanted everybody to just like, yo, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I sat down. I disappeared for 5 years. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me. That's where I was at. I swear. And my boy said, yo, don't ever forget, what God giveth, God taketh away. He said, be humble. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. Never forget that though. And I've been humble. I've been humble. Even when people tell me I'm not. I know I am. Like, I know, because I stop myself. When I feel like I'm about to go, I stop myself. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm humble. I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So today, this weekend, I turned in all my assignments for school, in grad school, for grad school. I turned them all in. I turned everything in. So the grades are starting to come in. So it's 100. Like, it was just so much work that I had to do. And I really attribute that to like what I was feeling on my last podcast. Like, I was really like kind of beat up because it was so much work. And that and the road seemed so far. And it seemed like so much, but I sat down and I chopped that and I chopped that and I finished. But this morning, to get back to it, this morning the grades are starting to come in. And it's really looking like after all this, 10 years later, actually 9, maybe 8 years later, I got my master's degree. And I'm proud of it. And me and my friends always talk, but the grades are coming in while I'm talking. So as I'm talking, I'm starting to feel like I'm about to become abusive. Like I'm talking shit. I'm talking my shit. And I know everybody don't digest that the way I do. Like when people tell me, I'm like, I be so soup for my niggas when they win. But like people that don't win a lot, they think that you talking down to them. They think that you trying to, you know what I mean? You trying to like, and I'm not. And it's sad that people still look at me like that. But I swear to God, I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. Like, it breaks my heart that the insecurity that bleeds off people. Because, yo, when you ain't got no plan in your 40s, it's desperation. And I don't think I grasped that because that's not my life. Like, I had a win. So when I got a win, I knew what it took to win. So I kept doing the things and using the behaviors that allowed me the ability to win. So I just keep on doing them. I keep on trying to polish myself and become better in like every aspect. Because I understood that with power and presenting the product, like it has to look a certain way. So I know like, now I got to get my body right. Now I got to like work out and I got to be disciplined. Because honestly, like when people look at me now, they look at me a lot different from the way they did before. They take me more serious because of my physical appearance, period. Like they don't look at me like the way like Thrumpy, and because I walk different now. My chest stick out. My clothes fit better. The way I walk in a room, the way I command. My voice hasn't even changed yet, y'all. My son voice deeper than mine. You know what I mean? But when I talk, when my arms move, people like, yeah, I'm not playing. When I talk, when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. When I have a goal, I accomplish it. That's me. And everybody don't like hard work. Everybody feels like the work is too much and it's uncomfortable. But they don't understand, like, if you don't, that's how you get to these places. Like, I've been doing difficult things every day, or at least 9 months out the year, For 8 years now. Like, I never stopped going to school when I started. Like, I never stopped. I've been in school since 2014. It's 2022, August. I never stopped going. And I ain't gonna stop for 2 more years. So 10 years of school for the rest of my life. And I got a job that pays for it. And y'all you sit over here looking at me like, yo, man, you still, yeah, they paying for it. They paying for it. I'm killing this shit. I'm killing this shit because they want you to. They wanna develop their talent and keep it. And they paying for it. And they giving out money. They giving out money because people just want money, so they just giving out money. They paying me good to do it. To just go to school and learn some stupid shit that we kind of do the job. We do the same job that we going to school, and it's just basically just polishing us and preparing us and, you know, putting us in the field to stay in their health system and grow. That's what they want. And I found somewhere to grow, and I'm growing. And it feels good. So, I told you about when my friend told me be humble. So I'm talking like that today. So I leave the gym and I get a call from my mother like, hey, because my mother work out too, because we just get right over here. My mother calls me like, hey, what you doing? You busy? I'm like, nah, I ain't busy, because I wanted to start, you know, doing something else, but I know I had a haircut appointment. So I was like, well, nah, Ma, I can meet you for lunch. So I met my mother for lunch. So we're talking, just shooting it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I'm telling them I'm showing her, because the grades are still coming in, and I'm showing her and I'm getting souped. And she was like, yo, man, to God be the glory. Or something along that line. And in my brain, I'm like, that's God right there. That's God. He allowed me to go to lunch with my mom because I needed somebody to tell me again, be humble. Because I was really starting to feel myself again. I was about to become that person that I don't want to be. And I think that that's something that, like, to be honest, like, I don't know what I do without those guardrails, because if I don't have, like, my wife is a braggadocious, over the top type of person. So she'll wear some big ass shades and she'll talk her shit. And I ain't gonna front. My wife's being that way has basically pushed me towards my full potential, like, for real, because that's just, you know, the type of person she is. Like, her being that way has made me a better man. It's made people look at me a certain way. She developed that person that you guys see, that you guys like. She put that together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, that's why I am the way I am, and I present a certain way because of her and her being there for me and pushing me to these heights, or per se. You know what I mean? So I know I'm not gonna get no humble from her, because she like, fuck that. Like, yo, this is a time to celebrate, man. You want cake, steak, what you want? And I'm like, nah, yo, chill. Like, you need these guardrails. You need to be humble sometimes. So that's what today's about, man. No matter how much you accomplish, like, at the end of the day, never forget who you are, where you came from, and be humble. And today I am super happy. I'm proud of myself, and I want to be proud of myself, but I don't want to dim my light because I might be sounding like I'm being boisterous, because I know honestly where it comes from. It's not a very righteous place where it comes from. It's coming from when people laughed at me. And as a smart person, a person that educated himself, I understand why they laughed at me. And it was because of their insecurities, because they felt that they were better than me at the time. And they knew what I was, and they knew who I was, and they knew that I was talented, smart, and all these things, and I was underperforming. And I don't think that they had the tools to really help me. And I'm not a follower, so they couldn't really tell me anything. I had to find it out on my own, and that's fine. And I did. And today I am Gerard Morris, MS Junior, MSN. I have a master's degree, and I worked my ass off for it, and I'm proud of me. So I know people on the internet and people that don't know you really can't hate you because they don't really know you. So I'm going to celebrate with y'all because, you know, It is what it is, yo. But I did it, man. And to God be the glory, and I'm humbled by it, because without a few minor adjustments and decisions I made, I'd probably still be in the streets. I'd probably still be struggling with addiction and alcoholism, and probably not be the husband I am, the father that I am, the son that I am, the brother that I am, and the friend that I'm able to be to those people that laughed at me 10 years ago. So shout out to G from Bricks. Shout out to God for giving me the limbs and the ability and pushing me and guiding me in the directions where I made those choices that saved my life and made me this person that I'm celebrating today. That's all I have to say. Football's coming, so it's going to be a lot of podcasts about football, because the Lions is on Hard Knocks. Peace.
Definitely. Definitely.